Hello everyone's. I'm here for Love and Hip Hop New York Season 7, Episode 11. Now seeing this scene further made me believe that Yandy, Eric, and Samantha got together and just cooked the books, because they was able to wrap this little scene up into a nice little bow with like that. So we got Samantha and Yandy, they going back and forth. We seen that happen. Then it was, I don't trust you because you like to lie. Are you and Mendices even married? And Yandy's like, I don't need to explain anything to you guys. That's my business. I feel that, hey, if you out here taking my son out of school, you taking my son out of city limits without my permission on the I'm Mendices' wife, then yes, I'm going to need to know if you're married, because you put yourself on this pedestal like I'm married to Mendices, I am his wife, therefore I can do these things. But if you're not married, then I'm going to need you to stop doing these things. Even if you was married, you need to stop doing these things. Then it was, well, Mendices wants me to throw little Mendices a party. Now, why Big Mendices thought Samantha was going to sit back and be like, yeah, girl, Yandy, go ahead and throw my son a birthday party, even though I haven't been wanting you around my son because of the way you acted, but I'm going to sit back and let you throw this party. See, I'm telling you, it was just like that. They was able to wrap it up in a nice little bow, and everybody was happy. I'm like, no, that went too smoothly. Y'all was just trying to doggone fight each other doggone 5 seconds ago, but now y'all done wrapped everything up. And now everybody's cool. You and Yandy gonna get together and y'all gonna throw little Mendices' birthday party together. This is what we doing. Like, y'all not even trying anymore at this point. Like, I truthfully believe that they just sat together, cooked the books, tried to make a storyline. Hey, let's me make some money and y'all make some money too while y'all coming on this show. I think Kimbella likes complaining just for the sake of complaining. Because it used to be, and I can understand this, Joel was out here cheating every time he left the house. Now I can see you complaining about that. But now the man's at home trying to make a living for your family. Now you got a problem with that. He's always at the studio downstairs. He doesn't have time for me. And now she wants Yandy to jump on the bandwagon and be mad at Joel. But like, Joel's is Yandy. That's her client. She's making her money through Joel's. What would she look like telling him to stop what you're doing, which is making money for both of us, so you can spend some time with Kimbella? Like, Kimbella, do you just want to argue or just want to complain just for the sake of complaining? Like, sadly, no, we could have done without Kimbella this season, because what actually has she done? She's been complaining about Joel's working. She's busted in on him while he was working. She's meeting with friends. She's finding out information. But she's not really doing anything. Like, Erica and Samantha, even though their storyline is fake, they have done more than what Kimbella was doing. And I'm just, yeah, she just wants to complain just for the sake of complaining. So Tommie done broke up with Cardi B, and she knew it was coming, but it still hurts. But I could not focus my full attention on her talking, because I was looking at them shoes that was on the table. I'm like, girl, why do you have shoes on your coffee table? Them shoes have been outside stepping on the ground, this filthy ground, and you done got them on the table. I was trying my best to focus. I was trying to cut up different scenarios. Maybe these was just a brand new pair of shoes that have never been walked on the ground, but still, these are shoes. Why are they on the table? I just could not figure it out. I was just distracted by that. I'm the type of person, I'm like, I don't want to say I have full OCD, but I have like a slight OCD. Like, I do not like lint or like a random piece of hair on people. My husband, and I think he does this because he knows it irks my nerves, he has a goatee, and I'm truthfully think that he's going out of his way and putting lint in there so it can irk me, because he knows I'm going to want to take it out. It was just annoying the heck out of me. I could not sit there. It was like I was trying to watch the scene, but I could not focus because I was seeing those shoes on the table, and it was getting to me, y'all. I know that ain't had nothing to do with it. I was getting into my OCD and all that stuff, but I can't. I'm sitting there like, if it's somebody I know, I will put that piece of like thread off of them. But if I'm somewhere and I see somebody I don't know, I mean, I start to like, oh my goodness, I need to get out of here because I want to get this piece of lint off this person, but I don't know this person well enough or at all to do it. See, I wasn't going to talk about this, but I felt I needed to. We have DJ Smiles a lot. He's at the record station. He's still on this winning entertainment and how it's going to be the best thing since sliced bread. But he having a little problem with Major Galore and Mariah Lynn. Maybe your problem stems because you had this girl at the church house singing. Yes, had Major, well, I don't know if he had her, but I'm like, why is your artist at somebody's church practicing her song? This is where I'm giving Major Galore, I'm giving Mona Scott Young, I'm giving the camera guy, the boom man, the editing person, everybody who took part of this, that girl being in somebody's church practicing her song, I'm giving them side eye. So that's why things ain't going right for you. That girl's in somebody's church house out there singing stuff, and God don't like ugly. Y'all, Amina ain't but fresh from having her youngest baby to where she's ready to move cross country. She ain't got time for Peter no more. She's up with his, she had it with his lie. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and be a Tara and you sit there and treat me any old type of way. Me and my kids, we out here, deuces. So this is when Peter gets the realization that it's Tara who he loves. And I'm sitting here looking like, Peter, don't you do it. Peter, you got all the nerve, gall, and audacity to say that it was all this time you realized it was Tara that you love. Was you loving Tara like this when you didn't marry her, but you married Amina? And gave Amina 2 babies, but gave Tara another baby in between those 2 babies? Really? So he got in his head, he want to make things right with Tara. So he meets up with her and they baby, I can't think of what the baby's name is. What's his name, baby? Gunner. To let her know that he want to make things right. And that Amina is no longer in the picture. She's in California. But you know now, Tara, she's in this I'm All About Me. I've written a self-help book about finding your inner goddess. And it just tickles me something that people who be having messed up lives be trying to tell you how to make your life better. Like last season, she was over trying to tell them about being etiquette, trying to teach Cardi B and Bianca about etiquette and all that stuff, while she was sitting there with a gut full of Peter's baby. I'm like, really? So you're trying to tell me about finding my inner goddess while you was out here sleeping with married men and getting pregnant by them and said you was going to continue to do this? Really? And then he threw her a birthday party and I was like, Tyra, don't you do it, girl. Don't you do it. All this man had to do was get up in front of a few of your friends and family and say, I'm sorry for the way I dogged you out. Now she's like, okay, I think, Peter, I think we can be friends because I've always wanted him to do these things for me when we were together. He never did those things. I think we can work on a friendship. Now y'all know how this goes with Tara, right? Happened last season, first episode. Her and Peter, they were in a good place. They were being friends, co-parenting. And she slept with him. And she's like, I know what you guys are thinking. Me and Peter, we were just friends. The next thing you know, I was pregnant. I could totally see that happening if they come back next season, that she didn't fall for Peter's game yet again and ends up pregnant if he hadn't got a vasectomy by now. Because he said that his baby would mean it was his last baby. But I can almost guarantee you, if he doesn't have a vasectomy and he gets with Target, she is going to be pregnant again. But she's like, she doesn't want to go through all that again. She is finally at peace with herself. She's in all of I'm finding my inner goddess. Tara, she wants to portray herself as this very smart woman. But when it comes to Peter, she is dumb as a rock. Y'all, I was so happy for Remy and Papoose, and his reaction when he found out she was pregnant was priceless. And then she had an ectopic pregnancy. Now, if you don't know what that is your developed egg did not make it to the uterus. It got stuck in the fallopian tubes, and it was trying to grow but couldn't grow. Therefore, they had to take the baby out. Well, the egg out. And now she like might not be able to have any kids naturally. Now I don't know if that's the old-fashioned way. I don't know if they can do in vitro, but he's trying to be strong for her. But I don't know how she sat in that room with those cameras on. I mean, I could not have done it. She's just like, how is it all these random girls out there, they getting pregnant, having babies. I can't have a baby. It's like, that's the thing. These girls out here who be having 15, 16 kids and not taking care of their kids, have baby left and right, but the people who want them just can't. So Papoose, he's trying to be strong for Remy and trying to like not show her that he's like torn up inside. Cause y'all know that's all he wanted. He just wanted Remy, he wanted their baby, and he wanted their 2 older kids that they have. And we're just gonna have to pray for them too. So y'all, that was the gist that went on. If I left anything out, by all means leave a comment or video response. And like I always, I want to thank my subscribers and the people watching my videos. I want you to like this video, comment, and subscribe, and share this video with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and here on YouTube. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.